Hey everyone, what I have here is my Canon M50, and as you can see, this is strapless. I don't have a camera strap on here, but when you buy the Canon M50, like most cameras, you will get, if I can get it up here, you will get a camera strap, and this is the one that comes with the Canon M50. It's not bad. It's kind of like a, would you call it a shoulder strap? You put it on like that and it attaches to the side. And this is the one I got with my Sony RX10. This one's a little bit bigger. The reason being the camera's heavier. But many people look out for, a different camera strap. They look out for something better. Now, these ones are probably, I guess these are examples of what you'd commonly get at the lower end of the market. You can get camera straps, thicker ones, fabric ones that are more comfortable around your neck. And you can get them from like, 5, 10, 15 bucks. These systems though, I've always found these to be a little bit of a pain when you connect them to the little hooks here. Which is why I started looking at sling camera straps and sling bags. And which, it kind of led me to this. This is the Peak Design Slide Lite. Now you can see on the cover there that the guy's got it in a kind of sling strap, but it's quite versatile. You can actually change it and use it as a shoulder strap and, put it to the side or just put it over your neck. Now this isn't cheap. If I jump over to Amazon, you can see that I paid £47.49. As I said, it's not cheap. It's just under $50 in the USA. And that's the website, gives you more information about it. Now, what's unique about this is that it uses a kind of unique camera locking system. See these little buttons here? Those are the ones that click onto your camera. You tie those around your camera and then those slot into the strap. And this allows you to be, basically allows you to be more versatile. And this was something that I wanted to do because sometimes I will be putting it on a tripod. Other times I will be, just hanging it round in a kind of like a shoulder strap or a sling strap around the side. And most of the other ones, the main limitation was that at the bottom of the camera strap, it used a base plate to use a sling strap. I'm hoping this one allows me to get around that and allow me to connect my tripod as well and switch between them quite easily. But enough talk. I'll quickly grab my other camera and we'll see what's in the box. So here is the Peak Design Slide Lite. This version is designed for mirrorless cameras. The larger slide is designed for heavier DSLRs. You can see that I've got I was going to say grey, but they're calling it ash. So I've got the ash version. And in addition to the strap, you get 4 of the kind of button locking mechanisms with the straps, and you get a release plate. And some examples of how it can be used. Now, look at this. This is really nice. If I can get this open. Look at that. Presentation. So on the inside, you've got some information there about how this works. Dual quick adjusters. So this is referencing the fact that you can adjust the strap for different body types, different weights. Maximum 57 inches, 146 centimeters, and the minimum is 37 inches, 95 centimeters. It's rated to 200 pounds or 90 kilograms of force. That's really good. Works with any tripod, plate, or L bracket. One of the reasons I bought this. And you can flip for grip. So I'm going to get this open now and see what it's like. So without a doubt, that is one of the nicest presentations I've ever seen for a camera strap. But yeah, it's a bit of a pain to get open as well. You have to pull open this and make sure you untie this. Inside, once you've taken that off, you've got that lock, you've got the strap, and then you've got a little bag. Just quickly focusing on the strap first. You can tell, this is, of course, a very expensive strap. You really can't deny that. It is an expensive strap, but it does look fantastic. Feels great, looks really good as well. So you can see down here one of the locking mechanisms, and the idea is that you just slide it in and out. Well, that's the idea. Can I get it? Okay, here we go. And basically what I wanted to do is attach 2 of these to my camera. But before I do that, I just want to quickly empty this little pouch that they provide. When you buy an expensive camera strap, they throw in little nice things like this, a nice little Peak Design pouch. So in total, we have 4 of the locking mechanisms. 4 of the locking mechanisms. One here is attached to a tag. One is attached to a little base plate. So this one is attached to a base plate, and this is if you want to use it for as a sling strap. That's what you would use. But my hope was that I could tie it somehow to here, and I wouldn't have to use this, so that I could just quickly put on my tripod and quickly put it into the tripod, into the quick release plate, and have it as a sling strap. I've also got an Allen key, which they say use me for a secure connection. It's all very well presented. So what I want to do at this point is put these 2 onto my camera, and we'll see how it shapes up. So as you can see, I have put the straps on. And if I zoom in a little bit, that's better. You can see that they are quite secure. That was very, very easy to put on, much easier than a traditional camera strap where you have to go in and out, kind of up and down through this little clasp. Now, how it works is simple. Put it in there. And that's it. That's it locked. But get it back open. Just push it. That's the strap off. So you really just put the little button there, and then works very, very well. Now their whole mechanism, this whole thing, this whole system that they've got, this works with all their straps. So they've also got a shoulder bag and a few other accessories. And the idea is you keep these on, and then you can change to different accessories, different straps, different bags, etc. The idea is pretty cool. With regards to the strap, it just looks fantastic in my opinion. Now, one side of it is very smooth, but on the other side, not sure if you can see that, there's a grip on the other side, and it's quite, it's actually raised. It's kind of a rubbery feel to it, and yeah, you can feel it. You can feel it against your fingers. Yeah, that's going to offer a lot of grip. Now, what I want to do now is see if I can sneak this onto my my tripod plate here, because my idea is that I want to keep this on at all times. I found that with this smaller tripod plate that I've got from my mini tripod, I can still get into the battery and get into the memory card. But if I keep this here, ideally I want to be able to get this dangling there, so that I can change from using this in a sling strap and then put it onto the tripod, just attach it like that. Or I can use these ones instead and use it like a regular shoulder strap. If I zoom back out, you should hopefully get a better idea of what I'm trying to do here. The idea that I've got here is that I can start vlogging using this mini tripod. And you can see here that I've got the Peak Design Slide Lite locking mechanism here. So I've got some tied to the sides where the straps are, and I've got it in a tripod. Now, when I stop filming, when I'm no longer vlogging, what I can do is take the tripod off, and the idea is I can take one of the straps off like so, and hopefully I can, this is my hope anyway, hopefully I can attach it down here. So my idea isn't working. The problem that I've got right now is that because these are actually quite small, there isn't enough length really to clip it in. That's the problem that I've got here. So what I'm going to do is, instead of attaching it to the actual plate, I'm going to attach it to the little keyring here, and then when it's not being used, it can just kind of go to the side here. Here's hoping that will work a little bit better. So this seems to be a more practical solution. Rather than tying the strap all the way around the plate, I've just got it through the actual tripod thread, the little screw here. If If I zoom down, I can hopefully show you a little bit better. Okay, so you can see now, you know, I've got a lot of strap to play with. Put it in. There you go. Now I've got it on the shoulder strap mode. One thing left to check is whether this still works with the tripod, and I believe it does. Tighten it up, and there we've got. So you can see that it just kind of hangs at the side there. Now this is, as I said, I need to tighten it up there, but this is the main reason that I was looking towards this strap. This is going to allow me to change from the shoulder strap or the sling strap and quickly change to vlogging mode and then quickly change back. And that's exactly what I want when I'm walking around and using this. I'm very happy that this works because this is one of the reasons that I bought this. It allows me to change from a shoulder strap to a sling strap to vlogging mode, if you can call it that. But I realise that not everyone is going to use it in this way, which is why they provide this little base plate. So if you want to use a shoulder strap and you get no intention of using a tripod or anything like that, what you can do is attach this little release plate thing here. And very simple design. Screw this into your camera, and if you need to tighten it, you can lock it and tighten it up with the Allen key. So yeah, that's how most people would probably use it with the sling strap. And the sling strap works by, you know, putting it at an angle by attaching one to the side of the camera and one to the base using this. But what I'm going to do now is try it on for myself and show you how it actually looks and how it feels. So look at me, Mr. Stylish, with his new camera strap from Peak Design. I think that this is really, really good. My first impressions of this is that it's a fantastic strap. It is expensive, but I am very pleased with how it works. Now, the way that I've got it set up just now is sling strap. And one of the benefits of this is that you walk around and it just kind of hangs at the side here when you're walking around. If it's jumping up and down too much, you can adjust the strap, which I will show you in a second. But the idea is that you walk around, you know, you can use your hands. It isn't doing anything. You can put it behind you if you want. And then when you want, you bring your camera out and you can take a photo, you can take a video or whatever. Right now I've put on my shotgun microphone here because this is how I will be using it. And I wanted to show you that it can take the weight. In fact, this can take a lot of weight. What I'll do just now, I'll leave it on just now. I'll leave the shotgun mic on just now. Okay, so I do think the design is very nice. If you look at the clasp here, so there's a clasp here and there's one at the other side. Now there's kind of like a metal clasp part there as well, and it's actually strong enough that you could hold some things on it. I'm not saying I'm going to do that. I'm just showing you that it can hold the weight. So adjusting the strap seems very, very easy as well. If you hold the bottom part of the strap here, you can shorten it down here and the overall strap becomes longer. And hold it low again. And look, now it's tighter. And you can tighten it and you can shorten it very, very easily. This will work with a lot of, you know, whatever your size, whatever your height, size, whatever you're wearing, maybe a bigger jacket or something. I think this strap will be very easy to adjust to fit your circumstances. Now, as far as jumping up and down goes, if it's at your side, I do think that you can tighten it enough, whereas that won't be a problem. Or if it's sitting there, you can probably move it around. Now, what I've got just now, I've got it attached to the bottom plate, and you saw that when I was unboxing it there. You saw that attached to the bottom tripod plate there. I'm very, very pleased that it works because this is why I bought it. You know, I wanted to be able to switch between the different modes very easily. Now, what I want to do is just quickly show you how this works in practice. So, what I want to do, I've got it in the sling strap mode, and what I want to do is quickly change it and jump to the shoulder strap mode. So, let's see if I can do this with the microphone, the headphones and everything out the way. Everything in the way here. Right, okay, right. So that's off there. So off that one. And see if I can do this. Under pressure. Nah, it's all good. It's all good. So what we do here. So there it is, a traditional camera strap. This is how you'd maybe have it over your neck, you know, depending on how you prefer it. You saw there, I have got this big microphone in the way. I do have this wire in the way as well for the headphones. But even with those things in the way, it wasn't difficult to change that. Before I had this one here attached to the base plate. But what I can do, if I had the camera at the other side, I'd maybe want this strap on the base plate, and what I could do is just pop that off and pop it into this one. And then again, what did I say? I'd say it was going this way. So this is it now at the other side. I think, have I done that the right way? I don't know if I've done it the right way, but the point is that I'm trying to illustrate that it's very easy to switch between the straps. As I said, they do have like a whole system built around this where you can change quickly between straps, and you can quickly change between, for example, one type of camera strap to another type of camera strap to one of their shoulder bags as well. I do think that a lot of the products are quite expensive for what you're getting, and if you are going to buy lots of their straps or you want to buy some of their bags, it is an expensive system. I'm not going to lie to you, there's a lot of cheaper alternatives out there, and if you look at the prices of camera straps, this is, in my opinion, if you look at all the prices on Amazon, this is definitely at the higher end. But as far as usability goes, as far as what I'm looking for from a camera strap, as far as, you know, changing things quite quickly, you know, attaching this camera strap here is a pain in the ass. This simplifies the process of attaching your camera to the straps. It makes it very easy to take the straps on and off. As long as you don't mind these little things dangling up and down, then I don't think anyone's going to have a problem with this. So you should all have a better understanding now of what you can expect from the Peak Design Slide Lite camera strap. As you can see here, right now I'm using it kind of like a wrist strap. It's not designed for that, but yeah, you could get away with it. Works okay if you want to, you know, hold it like that and hold your camera with the regular camera grip. I want to summarize my thoughts on this, and bear in mind that this is first impressions. I'm going to be using this for a week, and over the course of that week I'll be using it every day, and I do believe I'll have a better understanding of what this can do, what it can't do. But you know, I think my thoughts just now will be my thoughts next week. I think this is a fantastic camera strap. I think it's very versatile. You know, moving forward, long term, the only concern, I guess, is how strong these straps really are and whether these things will last the test of time. But as far as the strap goes, it's very easy to adjust. I think it looks fantastic. It feels good, and you know, one of the main reasons that I've bought this is because I find that, you know, the regular camera straps, the ones that you get in the box, the ones that, you know, are provided, and even some of the lower end ones at $5, $10 and all that, they're okay. They do the job, and for a lot of people, that's all they want. I've always found it a little bit of a pain to connect them and, you know, adjust the strap and all that. And also, in someone in my position who will 1 minute be carrying it round their back when they're holding a gimbal, and then the next minute they want to put it in a mini tripod, and the next minute they want to take it all apart and put it into their camera bag. Someone in my position, yes, it looks a little bit silly, these things dangling about, and people are going to ask about these every time you use it. What are those things dangling off your camera? But it works. The system actually works. It seems to work. You know, I've not went out there and tested it and dropped it or had any problems with it, but it does seem to work very well. It's very quick to use. That's the one thing that I would say about it. It's very easy to put the straps on and off as well, and I'm really pleased that it works with this base plate. So, you know, first impressions, overwhelmingly positive. I'm very happy with the camera strap. I think I've bought the right camera strap. All the other ones that I looked at were either a shoulder strap or a sling strap, but they weren't both. And even if one was both, you know, if I found a camera strap that could do both of those and be versatile, they probably didn't use, you know, a camera locking system like this, one that I can easily, you know, take the camera strap on and off, which is important to me because I'm going to be taking this off and putting it into a bag, etc. So overall, very, very pleased. But, you know, you can't not talk about this strap without talking about the price. It's about $50 in the USA. It's about £47 on Amazon UK just now. This isn't a cheap camera strap. When there's other camera straps out there that you can get for a few dollars, even good ones, you know, even really good high quality ones that go over your neck, etc. You can get those for like $10, $15 as well. This is certainly at the higher end of the market. And it seems crazy to pay that much. I really wasn't expecting to pay that much, but I think that this is something that is going to last me for years. That's my hope. My hope is that I'll be using this in 3 or 4 years time. And I have learned the hard way over the years that sometimes you scrimp and you save and you buy something a little bit cheaper, and sometimes it's worth just paying a little bit extra and getting something that's a little bit higher quality. So yeah, my first impressions of the Peak Design Slide Lite are very positive, guys. 5 stars, double thumbs up and all that. You know, I could be doing a video in a few weeks saying the complete opposite because it broke, but yeah, I think this looks like a very good camera strap. I'm very happy with it, and it'd be easy to recommend at this point. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, guys. I hope you've got a better understanding of what this camera strap is all about. If you get any questions, please do post a comment below and I'll do my best to answer them. Check out the website. I'll leave a link to the Amazon listings page as well. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll speak to you all in the next one. Cheers, guys.